What is good, John SG Game, man? It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Detroit Tigers rebuild video, baby. And today we're getting into an elimination game here in, I'll say, a beautiful city. I know we Detroit, but I'm from California, so the beautiful city of Los Angeles, man. As we're about to be in Anaheim playing against the Angels in Game 3 of the American League Division Series. So if you guys are ready for that video, go ahead and give it a like. Comment down below what you guys are thinking of it so far. Do you think we'll make it to the World Series? What are your predictions? Does it end today, or do we go to a Game 4, possibly Game 5? Let it be known. And subscribe if you're brand new, man. Road to 1K. As we go ahead and try to jump into this game. As you can see, their starter getting onto the mound and getting ready to go ahead and take over this game, hopefully. As Jose Suarez is coming out. 7 innings in his first start. Probably give up about 2 earned runs. 7 hits, giving out 2 as well. As we've seen, though, any amount of runs might be good enough for this offense to go ahead and score, as we've been playing good offensively, and the pitching staffs have given up a combined so far 0 runs through the first 2 games. Yes, we have 2 back-to-back shutouts against the Angels. Not only wins, but shutouts in dominating fashion, 6-0, 4-0, and now we have the elimination game today, where we will try to keep up that same level of offense if we can, as well as get the same level of pitching. As a diving play here early. Gets in and out of the glove, as it will be a leadoff base hit here. As that ball is thrown away. Wasn't paying attention with enough time, though, so we will just, stay at first. Don't want to risk it. We already have enough speed with Jones as it is, so a steal attempt of second base is not out of the question here. We want to make sure they are not ready for it, though, so we try to wait the first pitch. Badu ends up taking it to right field, and we're getting this game kicked off, and we will be showing more of this game than normal. Normally we're our highlight style, but we will be jumping in and seeing as much of this action as possible as they go with a pitch out here. Throw goes down to second base on a bounce and will not be in time. So that'll be an easy stolen base of second. Like I told you, we would get there eventually. It was just only a matter of time for it. And then Vladimir Guerrero takes this ball down the third base line. That's going to score Jones easily. It's just a matter of this is going to be a double or a single, as they get to the ball quick enough in that corner. It is pretty short. So we're going to go ahead and stay in with just an RBI base hit. So already getting the run scoring started early here. As you know, on the mound, we got probably somebody I would arguably say, as we get a fielder's choice here, is the best out of the rotation. I mean, he finished the highest in CY Young voting. He had some of the best stats as far as all of our starters go. And I think he had the most wins out of all of them in Jesus Luzardo. So, I mean, realistically, we're putting our best arm out there today for an elimination game when you would normally start out with the best arm. And if we're already giving him a 1-0 lead, the way that we've been pitching it recently, I mean, you never really are comfortable with a lead, but I'm about 80% of my comfortability right now, as we have not only a 1-0 lead, but we also have another runner in scoring position. And Andrew Vaughn is up at the plate, and that's going to be a base hit line up the middle, as we might try to go ahead and score him across. We're going to bring the runner on home. That is Torres coming in for the base or RBI base hit there from Vaughn. And a quick 2-0 lead here in the first. Can Gonzalez keep the little rally here early going? As we've already made Suarez throw almost 20 pitches in this first inning, as pitch number 19 will be a blooper right to the glove of the left fielder, just barely catching that one in time. As we jump out of this thing early, 4 hits, 2 runs already. And Jesus Luzardo, 15-4 record, 3.01 ERA. 1.25 whip, 185 strikeouts for us. He'll be coming in today to try to hold this team down into place, as he's been a great starter for us for the past 2 years. We're really lucky to go ahead and pick him up. I believe he was in free agency, not a trade. And ever since we've got him, dude has been phenomenal. The pitches are great. I normally don't like 12-6, especially the fact that it's his main pitch. Had me very worried. But honestly, the break on it is exceptional. The side pitches that he throws off of it, the sinker and four-seamer are great, as we get a 98-mile-per-hour there right to the second baseman. And he honestly mixes his pitches very, very well to keep you off balance. Not to mention that 12-6 break is great for getting a couple of strikeouts here and there. And then you have the sinker and circle change to both work effectively to get the ground ball outs. The four-seamer coming in with high heat that keeps them off balance to pop flies like this, as Green goes in and gloves that one in right before the warning track. And then we bring up Mike Trout, who's hitting terrible this postseason, and it will only get worse as he's batting 118. Now look for that to be down about 100 after he flies that one out to right field for the easy play there. We will still have a 2-0 victory. So let me know how you guys' days are going, though. Like I said, we're showing a lot more of this one, so a lot more time for personal talk, man. I know it's been a while since we've had anything other than MLB on this channel. Maybe that's why the views are kind of going down. Maybe y'all tired of MLB right now. Y'all want more other sport content, and it is coming on the way. I will be putting a poll up soon in the community tab, but just on this video alone, if you guys want to, let me know down below. When it comes to the Madden rebuild, would you like me to hop back on the sticks and play, or would you like the slow sim style that we had been doing for the past couple? Let me know. Because if you guys remember the very first one I did, the Jets rebuild a couple years back, we actually did like a hybrid of just simulating and playing those games. We'll either do a full play walkthrough where I'll play obviously every game and then do it like this, highlight style where it's post commentary, or we'll do the slow sim like we have been doing the past two with like this the Saints rebuild, the Lions rebuild, and so on. So just let me know what you guys are down to see, and we will definitely bring back more of those things to you guys. Now here, we want to jump back into the game real quick as they managed to get 2 outs, but we do have a runner over at first base. So it looks like it's Harry Ford over there. And Akil Baddoo has a great chance here to possibly get a little 2-out rally going as he will line this one into the outfield for a base hit and put runners in scoring position for our cleanup hitters to come in and do what they do best. Get RBIs. The league's number 2 RBI getter. And Vladimir Guerrero lines this one into the outfield, and it will get down in front of the left fielder, and he misplays it. It goes behind him to the wall. That'll easily plate 2 across. It's going to be a 2 RBI double to go ahead and double the lead. 4-0 here. Suarez just does not look to be on his game here today. 86% chance to win this game, which means win the series. As Suarez is already closing in on 40 pitches. His pitch number 36 will actually end the second inning for him finally. But not before having to go down 4-0. And give this thing back to Luzardo, who had a quiet first inning. You know, nobody really put up too much damage. 1, 2, 3. So now he's got to face 4, 5, and 6. We got a pretty long at bat here. Luis Ringfo. Whatever it is, he struck out O. Back to the dugout O. And y'all still got to tell me how to say that name O. As Benny Montgomery will come up next. 2-2. Evenly up, and he'll foul this one off and back to the backstop as we go ahead and redo this one. Chops it on the ground to Vaughn. You know it's never an easy play with him, but he'll throw over for the play, and we'll get him out at first. And just like that, Luzardo sees 6 and puts down 6 as long as we're able to get out of this one here. Chopped on the ground. Luzardo's going to have to come in and make the play. We need that 98-mile-per-hour heat over to first base, and we got him. My boy looking ever so cool with the sunglasses, and so far today, he's just making it look way too easy. And let's give props to the offense too. Like, we literally came into the year, and I know I said it pretty often. This is because I was shocked with how bad, but how good the team was early through basically all the way up until the All-Star break. They were, I mean, at one point we were like 15th in the AL. When there's only 16 teams, I think, on each side. I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's 15 teams on each side. We were 10th in the American League in runs scored. I think we were like 23rd overall. And still, 20 games over 500, almost 30 games over 500 at some points because the pitching staff just held in so much. But then the offense just hit a switch, and we've been scoring a lot of runs, especially this postseason alone. We've already scored 10 through the first, well, I guess you could say now 14 through the, never mind. Make that 16 as that ball is driven way back into right field. It is gone over the wall. Fernando Gonzalez, he's been pretty cold the first 2 games of the postseason. Finally lets loose with a little bit of pop here as his first home run this postseason goes 406 feet deep. Out to increase this lead by 2 more runs and get us up 6-0. So like I said, 16 runs through basically the first 2 games and some change as they're already going to the bullpen, man. Suarez just did not have it today. And this is an elimination game. Like, what do you do at this point? I know I've asked this before. Like, what do you do when you're losing this bad? But this has to hurt even more. Like, regular season, okay, cool, whatever. Chalk it up as a loss. We'll get it back tomorrow. What do you do if it's an elimination game? I mean, yeah, you never want to count on your offense. But asking your offense, especially in baseball, to score 7 runs, to hold down an offense that's already scored 6, but then to come back and score 7 of your own, You're asking a lot. Now, keep in mind though, there is a lot of game left. They've only had really 2 chances to come up and bat, so they haven't even gone through their full lineup just yet. But still, if I'm looking at this as a fielder standpoint, bro, in my head I probably gave up already. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know you should never give up, but we're down 6, and baseball being as much, I'm probably one of the biggest team sports there is, because even if I do, let's say you can score runs by yourself without anybody else helping you. I could walk, get a base hit, steal my way to second, third, sack, fly. Well, teammate does that. I could, steal home if I'm good enough. With my speed, I probably could steal home. I've stolen home before when I actually played baseball all the time. As this is a throw to the plate, and they got Keith Clemens out at the plate. I saw that. We will not let any good plays go unnoticed here as we kind of ease our way through this game with more commentary. But yeah, even when I played baseball, I could steal home. I did it a couple times. So you can score without the help of your teammates, but you can only score 1 run. Most games max, especially if everybody else on the team is sucking, you're probably seeing 3. If you're at the top of the lineup, maybe 4 at bats. That's 4 runs. You're still down 6-4. I'm probably at this point just giving up. Unless we have like a huge inning, and then I might get excited. But against the guy that also had votes for C.Y. Young, like, my dude was third. It's not even just like he was top 5 or top 10. He was top 3. And for most of the season, he was actually number 2. I think for a little bit, he might have been number 1. And that's the other crazy part. We haven't even thrown out our other guy that was number 1 for a majority of most of the first half of the season. And still played good. I think the only thing that messed him up, honestly, and took him out of C.I. Young voting, I think it was when we moved him to a starter. Because ever since we moved him to a starter, that's when he got taken off the C.Y. Young voting, even though he was still playing just as good. ERA was still low, still got a ton of wins. But I think if we had left him as long reliever, he probably would have actually might have won it. Low key. But, that's all for speculation. But still, you got a guy that's got top 3 in C.Y. Young votings, and we've got to find some way to score 6 runs when we've already been shut out in back-to-back days. Oh, yeah, I'm sitting in that dugout looking real sad. Like, you're just coming to terms with it so where you're not crying as much after the game that the season's over. But, yeah, it's looking real impossible right now, especially with every out that you get deeper into the ball game as they get their first hit of the game. It's looking more and more like unlikely that anything can happen. Now, like I said, they did just get their first hit, so Caleb Hamilton with a full count now will have an opportunity here to move that leadoff base runner over a little bit as he chops this one over the ground to Vaughn, throws over, and then look, you get a leadoff base runner and they immediately get taken off. Your supposed to be superstar of the team, Mike Trout, has been struggling not only just in this game but all postseason. He's 0 for 1 today, batting probably around just over 100, and then strikes out in the second at bat. We already know, going to the bullpen, Ken Waldichuk is in here. Looking pretty strong. Looks like he's calmed down the offense at least a little bit, as we have not been able to score since that home run earlier. As that's a liner over the second shortstop's head. It'll get into the outfield. He'll go and scoop this one up, and Vaughn does not have enough speed to try to stretch this one for 2, so we'll just settle with a base hit. But it will lead to Gonzalez, who already has homered in this game. And they try to throw him another pitch at belt high. Could have took that one out too. As we line this one down the third baseline, that'll get down. Runner will. Looks like Vaughn is going to go in for third base. Gonzalez himself is going in for second. So a clean 1-out double that time around. We got more people in scoring position for Keith Clemens to try to bring them back around. A sac fly could do it here, as that one is upstairs, and we're just going to swing through it. Lining this slider, though, back up the middle. That's a hard hit ball, so we'll see if we go there and bring Gonzalez around. It looks like he is coming. Throws to the plate, is a little bit up the line, and we're in there. 2 RBI base hit for Keith Clemens, and it just seems like when we score in 2s, as this ball game is now 8-0. And when the lead grows, my confidence in us winning goes ever so far down, as that's going to be a ball hit up against the wall and out in the outfield. Gonzalez is going to hold up there, it looks like, at third base. Or not Gonzalez, but Keith Clemens is going to hold up there at third base. So that'll be a 1-out double up against that left field wall. They are getting this ball in quick, because I probably should have pushed it. If you're losing, I feel like you pushed that one, but since we weren't, we're just going to let it ride, as this one will get down in the outfield. We are going to test this one as he does a 360 spin with the ball. I think if he just catches it and tries to get it in normally with like a hop step or something, they probably get him, because the throw is clean and almost there. But because we scored another one to make it 9-0, they're bringing in Jose Soriano, who has yet to come in this postseason yet, but it looks like he will come in to get some work. 32 games, 6-10 record. a lot of innings pitched, and that ERA is up there. So we'll have to see if he's able to hold this lead. And honestly, at what point do you not necessarily mercy rule or kind of give up, because you never know what can happen. But how often do you stay locked in? Let me know from my true baseball fans. If you're up 9-0, what's your mindset coming to the plate? As we see, Akil Badduz here is going for overkill with an RBI double to go ahead and score the run. But what is your mindset coming to the plate? Are you still taking these at bats as seriously? Are you as focused? Or are you looking at that score saying, man, we up 10-0. We got one of our best pitchers on the mound. We've shut these guys out twice already. Even if they do score a couple of runs, they need 11 to take this lead back. 10 just to tie it. Like, we're in football score category. My mindset at the plate is so sharp. I'm doing what Vladimir Guerrero just did. I'm striking out. After every year back at this point. I'm just thinking about the next series. Who we about to play in the American League Championship Series? How many games can we keep this level of play up for 4 straight games over there too as well? So that way we can get straight to the World Series. Like, what's about to happen here? As we finally see them get yet another base runner via the walk there for Luzardo. Logan up next, and he flies this one out to Green. So no double play to keep everything kosher here, as we will get a little mix up of the lineup now as the 7-hitter will come in this 5th. And it's going to be Heston. 2 outs, runner at first base, a chance here to possibly maybe at least get one across. I mean, if you get one run across, it could bring in some hope, as that'll be a base hit against the outfield. So not only now you have your first little rally started here, you got a runner in scoring position. 2 outs. Emmanuel Rodriguez will come up next. And you really kind of throwing the groove off. If the bottom can be clutch, you can get it back around to the top. Maybe get a couple of runs this inning, but no sirree, as he swings through that thing. As that'll be another strikeout for Luzardo. Able to get out the inning cleanly. We'll take things back to the top of the 6 here. 4, 5, and 6 that to do up for us. As Torres will just chop this one on the ground. It looks like they have a clean play over. Easy out there. Riley Green will be up next. He's got a 3-0 count too. Really working his way through. And that's something I've noticed about. And another thing too that would really take me out. A pitcher like Jose, his windup, even with nobody on base, is so long. I look at it just trickle down his body as he rolls, settles, looks at you, then finally throws it. Like, I would have been taking so out of the at bat at that point. I probably would have took a 4-pitch walk like he did too as well. Look, bam, Andrew Vaughn, another walk. Just because, honestly, at this point, you take it so out of it, you're not ready for anything to be in the zone. But Gonzalez was, as he gets one belt high, as he takes this one into the outfield. We're going to go ahead and try to tag this up. Why not be a little risky here? We got a huge lead, nothing left to lose. And we're able to make it into third base safely. Keith Clemens will come up, and the first pitch he sees will be chopped on the ground easily for shortstop. They'll just go to second for the easy play and get out of this 6th inning. Still 10-0 Detroit. Luzardo is not losing any momentum here, so he just collects strikeout number 4. 75 pitches, though, so the pitch count is up there. So we'll have to see how deep into this ball game do we let him go. I mean, with the huge lead, honestly, I'm thinking save the bullpen if we can. So I'm immediately thinking complete game shutout unless he starts giving up a crazy amount of runs here late. But as of right now, he's doing his thing. Gets the first 2 down, gets the 3rd one here on a little fly out to Baddoo, and he gets through the 6th inning cleanly. So we'll come back in the 7th and see what he's doing there later. But Harry Ford is 3 for 3 on the day. He was struggling coming into it. I don't think he had a 0. He might have had a 0 average, honestly. He might have not got a hit yet in the entire series. So a 3 for 4 day is actually really good, not only for his average, but his confidence moving into the next series. As Morris Jones will just fly this one out too as well. Looks like we're going to go down 1, 2, 3 here, unless Baddoo can get something moving for us. 2 for 4 on the day, 30 pitches through, and that'll be a base hit that gets into the outfield. I wonder how long they let Jose go. I think he is technically a starting pitcher. I think he's one of their long relievers. So, I mean, he probably could go 50 to 80 pitches deep into this. But with a lot of his pitches missing the zone, I'm not worried at all. I mean, it's a 3-0 count right now. And Vladimir Guerrero, you know they don't really want to throw it into the zone if they don't have to. So he technically could possibly be able to smack this one into the outfield. Going a long way in that corner. It will be caught, though. Not able to get it over that short corner in right field. As we go back to our pitcher, who's keeping them equally as down as Mike Trout, will go ahead and strike out yet again, his 2nd of the game, 5th overall for Luzardo. See, Mike Trout just is not, I guess, good anymore in the series. At least in this postseason, he's really letting them down. I'd imagine he's probably a big reason as to why they even made it this far in the first place. As we go ahead and get that easy pop out of foul territory. Great job by Gleyber Torres to go make that catch. And then Benny Montgomery, 0-2. Swings and misses at the circle change down low. That'll be strikeout number 6. As they're down to their final 6 outs in this game. And we'll look to try to increase this lead at all if we can. As Torres will fly this one out to center field. Like I said, I mean, I don't blame him. We haven't scored a single run since earlier in this game. I think back in the 5th was when we scored that 10th run. Guys probably have checked out. They're getting ready to celebrate, go pop the champagne. I mean, it sucks we were on the road, too, so the home fans don't really get to do anything. Detroit is a long way from Los Angeles, so I doubt we have that many Detroit fans in the stands. But, you know, they get to have that party and enjoyment back at home, back in the local bars. Probably get free tabs tonight since we're moving on. Helping a couple people get a couple of free brewskis. A couple of free rounds, a couple of free dances. I mean, free tacos. As we go to catch that one for the second out of the inning, Luzardo is wheeling and dealing. He's closing in on 100 pitches, though, here with Emmanuel Rodriguez coming up as pitch number 100 will be a long fly ball going deep back into right field. We can say bye-bye to the shutout as that ball gets over that long wall out there in the outfield. Solo shot home run for Emmanuel Rodriguez, his second of the postseason. Only 377 feet. I don't even understand how you even celebrate this one. I mean, yeah, I guess be happy for your teammate, but bro, we are down 9. I don't even know if I think I would be mad if my teammates were in the dugout celebrating. I'm like, bro, we still need 9 more runs. Why are y'all over here cheering like we got the lead or like it's even close? All I did was keep us from being shut out in the series. That's the first run we scored in 26 innings of work. Y'all have been up to bat for 26 innings now. This is inning 26 as it just comes to a conclusion with that out. And they have scored 1 run. 3 hits as a team as we've got 16 of those things and 10 runs. They have, I honestly want to say as a total hit count too, I think they have 8 hits as a team. I think they have 1 run and 8 hits in 26 innings of work. That is, I feel like that's got to be an amazing stretch of 27 innings for a team to only give up that amount. Like, obviously, they have 3 more outs to go before we're at 27 innings, but still, I feel like that's got to be an amazing stretch if we're able to keep it that low. As they still have Jose in, I'm sure that dugout is getting some other extra people ready in case this inning were to go sideways. But like I said, we've clocked out, so I mean, we're probably not going to get much here as Gonzalez just grounds out himself. Keith Clemens, he's got a 3-0 count, but we're going to watch all the way just to make sure we get the pitch that we actually want to swing at. He grounds it over to second base, not trying to put much power behind it as well. And that leaves up just Harry Ford, who's 3 for 4 on the day. Had a solid day, solidly improves the average and improves the confidence here as he actually will go 4 for 5. Gets the 12-6 right down the middle as maybe Jose's done with the game too as well. Stop paying attention, just expected to get outs. As Morris Jones, now with the 2-out rally and a 50-pitch deep long reliever, we might be able to get it to him a little bit here. Maybe get an extra run in, get that 1 run back for us, get a 10-run lead again, but we will not as he just smiles back, knowing he got. As we'll go into this final inning, we will go ahead and change pitchers though after that run was given up. No chance of a shutout anymore, so we're just going to go ahead and let some arms get loose. Andres Munoz, just go ahead and get these last 3 outs and finish this up here if we can. As we got 1, 2, and 3 set to do up here as David Fletcher actually takes the first pitch he sees, and that'll be an automatic double over the wall. The first extra base hit that they've seen outside of that home run, as that'll just be the 4th hit of them today. But obviously we can still get out of this without giving that run up. Caleb Hamilton, who's 0 for 3 on the day, hits a base hit up the middle. That might be enough to score a run. Morris Jones is going to have to come up firing into the plate, and he does not get there in time. Hasn't had to do that much this series, obviously, with the scores not being scored at all. So he's probably a little rusty on how much power it takes to get to home bases. That one kind of was up the line a little bit. And then Mike Trout flies this one out, and he could not join in any of the success and fun as they finally get the first out here. Munoz, 7 pitches. He's given up 2 hits, only got 1 out, and allowed a run to come across. But we can still end this game 10-2. Just get a ground ball out here as that's going to be a liner back up the middle to Jones. Base hit given up yet again. So he's faced four batters. 3 of them have got hits. Make that 4 or 5. As now I'm starting to get kind of a little bit worried here. As this one gets all the way back up to the wall in the gap. 1 run's going to come across. I mean, you're down big. Why not going to get the second run in? 2 is that cutoff throw. Will get him in time, though. So thankfully, if this was 10-4, he probably would have came out if that run had came across. But 10-3, so still a chance with just 1 more batter. But this will probably be it for him. Regardless of what happens here, Logan will be the last person Munoz faces as we got the bullpen up and ready. As I expected him to just come in and get these last 3 outs and get us out of here. But they've been able to time up his 4-seamer, which has been hitting triple digits very, very well here. As they got a full count as he swings over the top of it. That'll be in the dirt, so he's going to have to run his way down. And finally, we can retire this game as Andres Munoz goes ahead and closes it out for us, man. We gave up 2 more runs in that top half of the 9th or bottom half of the 9th. But it was all well worth it. We went ahead and got the dub that we needed. We matched the run total in this game from the first 2 combined for an overall series of 20-3, taking down the Los Angeles Angels. And let me know a better playoff, 3-game stretch than that. 10-3 victory. As they ended up finishing with 7 hits. So overall in the series, that's 3 runs and I want to say 12 hits. Overall in a 3-game span, 27 innings of work. While we've done more than that in just this game alone. 17 hits as a team, 3 for a kill, 2 for Guerrero, Vaughn, Gonzalez, Clemens. 4, like I said, finished 4 for 5. Gonzalez's first double or home run of the game. Guerrero gets up to 4 RBIs. Jones gets his 4th RBI. Badu, Clemens both at 2. Vaughn is at 1. Gonzalez is at 2. Morris stole his 3rd base. And Luzardo, 8 innings, 3 hits, 7 Ks, 1 walk. Fantastic innings of work there. Munoz, yeah, I don't know if we're going to see him much after this. 4 for 5 on his 4-seamer, despite it hitting triple digits. My boy threw 7 of them things, 86% for strikes, but of course they're for strikes when you get them to actually get hits off of them. The slider was okay. They weren't really kind of looking at it, but every time he threw the 4-seamer, even though he missed down the middle, because I wasn't even aiming for those 4 right there in the middle spot, he missed those. But I thought even with the triple digits, though, they would just go through it. No. They timed them up well, got hits off all of them. But we can go ahead and say our congratulations. We have made it through the American League Divisional Series yet again, and we'll be facing the Championship Series against the Tampa Bay Rays. If you guys remember, they were actually down 2-0 and came back and won 3 straight, 2 of them at home, and then the last one in Houston, a 7-2 victory off Taj Bradley, who lost the first game for them and came back and won the second one. So we'll be seeing a mix of Shane McClanahan, Robert Akita, Shane Baz, Taj Bradley, Luis Patino. And the bullpen looks pretty solid here. It looks like everybody's gotten a little bit of work. I don't see any ERAs that I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to see him come in. But of course, we got our 2 guys here, Matt Brash, who actually looks like he's struggling a bit. And then Michael King, who looks like he's their closer now. As we can kind of see what their seasons were like for this team. If you guys remember, we traded both of them for Munoz, who struggled just now, and Clevenger, who's down at the minor league. So it looks like it might have worked out better for their side, as Brash finished up with a 3.2 ERA. King still struggled. ERA was still around 5.2, so it looks like he never really fixed his struggles. 5 blown saves, only 1 actual save. But I still say they did better because at least one of their 2 options did good. Both of ours sucked and didn't even make a playoff roster, one of them. So their offense looks pretty straight though. Franco, Margot, Bo Bichette, Brandon Lau, those middle 2 right there are going to be tough to go against. MJ, Isaac, Kyle. It's going to be a tough lineup from top to bottom, and we have not faced Tampa much at all in this series. I don't even think, like, as far as even just regular season games. So definitely haven't seen them in the postseason, so I can't wait. Looks like in game 1, they'll be going with Shane McClanahan, who's managed to go 2-0 with a .64 ERA. Now, Tariq himself had a complete game shutout going. We just, took him out for precautionary measures, but could have had a full game shutout. Looks like McClanahan has probably only allowed 1 earned run in however long he's pitched. So it should be a great first game. Not really sure how that series will be broken down, whether I'm going to do games 1 and 2 as well, and then 3 and 4, then let 5, 6, and 7 just be their own. Or if I'm going to start out with just a game 1 and then go through 2 and 3. But I'll let you guys know how that series will be broken out. We'll definitely try to get the elimination games by themselves again, though, this time around. And I'll just kind of structure it out how the best way I see fit. So if you guys are ready for that, leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy. I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's me, your boy SGG, aka the King Games, aka GM Smooth, aka SmooveGotGame. And I'll catch you guys in the American League Championship Series, man. And we still got home field advantage. So Comerica Park, here we come. Later.